Hey guys, my name is Billy, and I live in Tennessee. I am a married gay man, and I wanted to make my own walkaway video. Um, my family has always really been Republican, and to be honest, I've always voted that way. But I wanted to share a little story with you. Back when I was with another partner of mine, he was a very big liberal, very big, and all of his friends were. And so to try to impress them, I did everything I could to fit in. Um, when he found out that I was a Republican, it wasn't pretty at all. A lot of my friends would call me a self-loather, or a disgrace to the gay community, and it was really aggravating and hurtful. I tried to fit in. I tried my best to fit in. Even the second term of Obama, I'd even considered voting for him and supporting him, and because I wanted to fit in. And the more and more I thought about it, I just couldn't do it. So I ended up voting a Republican that year. But if you're gay, it is harder to come out as a Republican than it is to come out to your family as gay. It really is. And I know there are a lot of you out there that are just terrified to come on the Trump train or to leave the Democratic Party. You don't have to be Democratic. You don't have to be. You don't have to vote that way. You can vote any way you want to. No one can tell you how to vote. And I just tell you, the Democratic Party, it is not the party of equality. It is not. Think about this. Hillary Clinton wanted to bring people over here unvetted from countries, like a 5,000% increase of refugees from countries where we couldn't vet. Now, this is not to be mean to all Muslims. There are some that are peaceful, and that's all fine and dandy. As long as you're vetted and you come over here and you live as an American and you simulate, I don't care what religion you are. But these countries that she wanted to bring them from, and the Democrats continue to want to bring them from, many places you can't vet them. And many on the hard right of the of Islam, they kill gays, and it is punishable by death. I may have a disagreement with some of my evangelical friends about it, but I can sit and talk to them about it. And but I don't want people over here that's going to kill me and kill my husband. And I think we need to stop and think a little bit. Is the Democratic Party, is it really the party of love and compassion? No. They have left. They always talked about that they were the party for gay people and they were a party for women and women's rights. But how can you say that and then want to change American culture and accept into society cultures that believe in stoning women for adultery and throwing gay people from the tops of buildings? You can't do that. But I've lost a lot of gay friends. A lot of them don't want to be friends with me just because I'm a Republican. I remember one time back in 2004 when George W. Bush was in office. I had a Bush Cheney sticker on my car, and I remember that me and my partner at the time went to a club, a gay club, and he was embarrassed of me. Pretty much told me that we were an embarrassment to the gay community because I was a Republican and we had that sticker on a car. And I was so angry with him. I mean, this was a guy, and I've been told by many of them, it didn't matter about anything else. You vote for one reason and one reason only. I've heard it come out of some of them's mouth that they love their party more than they love their country. And that's the truth. I swear it. I'd swear it on a stack of Bibles. But I just wanted to let you all know that if you're gay, you don't have to vote Democratic. If you're black, black Americans, you don't have to vote Democratic. The Democratic Party enslaved your ancestors. They started slavery. They started Jim Crow. You got to look into the facts of these. Look it up. Just look it up for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Research. And the more you research, you will find out that the Democratic Party is not for equality. They are not for equal rights. Throughout history, they have repeatedly fought against civil rights for blacks. And they just want the vote. Excuse me. And then once they get your vote, it's bye-bye. Until 4 years later, and they want your vote again. They did nothing for the gay community. Think about this. Yeah, we had the Supreme Court decision, but that wasn't Obama. That was the Supreme Court. When Barack Obama stood up for gay rights in 2008, and he won the White House, and he won Congress with huge majorities. Why in those 2 years didn't he legalize gay marriage? Why didn't the Democrats put forth legislation for gay rights? Why didn't they include gay rights in this stuff? They didn't, because they don't care about gay rights. All they care about is your vote to pander to them so they can put you on their plantation, just like they want black people on their plantation, because they want to promise you all these things and never deliver. They don't ever deliver. They don't deliver to the black community. Look at the black communities. They've fallen apart. And everywhere you look where Democrats rule, it's like a socialist third world nation. But and a couple of more things I want to touch on. Now, my mom and dad were Republicans, and I was raised a conservative, but I had aunts and uncles that were Democratic. But the Democrats today are not the Democrats that my family, my aunts and uncles, voted for. They were Kennedy Democrats. They voted, they voted for Mondale. They voted for Dukakis. They even voted for Clinton. But Obama did it for them. They saw through him. And they saw what he was and how he divided this country. The Democratic Party is dividing us by race, by religion, sexual orientation, you name it. It has turned into a socialist party / communist. How do you think the communists want to defeat America? We will never be conquered by an invading army. They have to divide us. A country divided against itself cannot stand. And they have to divide us to conquer us. And they pit white against black, rich against poor, gay against straight against gay, and try to divide us, because if they divide us, they can conquer us. And we need to start looking at ourselves, not as gay or straight, really, and not as black or white, or Christian, or whatever our faith is, or Hispanic, or whatever. We need to start being Americans. If we're united, they can't do it. They can't defeat us. And but the Democratic Party has gone so far left that it is absolutely scary that they are being taken over by dictators. They have been taken over by radicals. And the Republican Party is not perfect. I don't agree with the entire platform, especially on social issues. As a gay man, I believe in gay marriage. I believe in gay rights. There's some conservatives that don't. But at least in the Republican Party, I have a right to say what I want. See, in the Democratic Party, you have to think the way they do or you're not welcome. But see, the thing about the Republican Party, it's the open tent policy. It's the open tent party. There's pro-life, pro-choice. There's many Republicans support gay marriage. Some oppose it. But they have treated me well. My conservative friends, family, have treated me well. Like I said, it was easier to come out to my family that I was gay than it is really to tell any of my friends that are gay that I'm a Republican. And So, and it was rough when I told my family I was gay. I mean, they don't necessarily approve of it. Some of them don't, but they loved and accepted me for who I was, and I've come around to it a lot. And we need to get past the hatred. And but you don't have to vote Democrat just because you're gay. You don't, and you will be loved and accepted in the Republican Party. If you just want to be an independent, that's fine. But walk away from the Democrats because they are trouble. They incite riots. They're inciting riots. They're inciting violence. They are protesting Trump's nominee. And don't be afraid, all my gay friends out there, about the nominee, the Supreme Court nominee. The guy has never said anything about homosexuality, about gay marriage. It's the law of the land. I doubt it'll ever be repealed. And it's going to be tough for Roe v. Wade to ever get appealed. And people are going off the rails. I'm pro-life. I am. But I'm just flabbergasted and disgusted by the way they were protesting his choice before they figured out who it was. They don't care about you. They don't care about their constituents. They don't care. They would rather lose the House and Senate this fall by huge majorities than they would to see this Supreme Court nominee go through. They will do everything they can to obstruct, just like they have done to try to obstruct Donald Trump's agenda. And they will stop at nothing. So we need to pray for our country. I believe in Jesus. I'm a Christian. I'm not really denominational. I don't go to church. I read my Bible. And I believe in Jesus. And we need to pray for our leaders. We need to pray for each other and our country. And we need to get along and love each other. And we need to say bye-bye to socialism and stand up for what's right. So that's my 2 cents worth. It's great that this movement's going on. Like I said, I've always voted Republican, but I wanted to put out a video just to let you all know, if you're gay or watching this, you can walk away. Walk away from hatred, because that's not what's in your heart. Thank you.